Hey guys, Dude79 here with ShortPause.com coming at you with some Titanfall open beta impressions. I have to say I came away pretty impressed after playing for a couple days this weekend. When they first revealed Titanfall, I wasn't too sure what to expect. I kind of saw it just as a Call of Duty Halo hybrid. Not being a fan of Halo, but being a fan of Call of Duty, I was semi-intrigued, and so after playing a few days this weekend, I gotta say this game is really fun to play. It's action-packed. There's a lot of frantic action going on. The game runs really well, as you can see, but it is worth noting that on YouTube, this video will be reduced to 30 frames per second, so it runs a lot smoother than what you guys see if you watch this video. I can assure you it's close to, if not 60 frames per second. The overall textures, the graphics, it looks really good. I'm not sure if it screams next gen, but if you couple in the frame rate and how smooth everything runs, even regardless of what's happening on screen, as you can see right here, there's a lot of action going on, and I didn't experience any kind of slowdown during these heavy action pieces. So that's also very cool. Even during the most stressful times when they were trying to stress the servers, I didn't experience any lag, which is another big time positive here. So the gameplay is really fun. If you're playing as a pilot, you have the ability to run along the walls, or you can double jump. So I mean, it does have kind of that Halo vibe going to it. And oh, this part's so funny right here. Hey mom, look, I'm gonna get A. I'm so happy, yay! Dead. But yeah, you've got the ability to cloak, and the game is, I think it's a little more accessible than Call of Duty. There isn't too much recoil on the gun, and there's the bots. We'll get into on the bots here in a second. But there's not too much recoil. I'm just a terrible shot right there. A little more accessible to jump in and play. I wouldn't say it's casual, but it doesn't feel as demanding as Call of Duty, if Call of Duty is even demanding. Couple concerns I have with the game is the lack of a single player component. I'd like to have a good story to sink my teeth into, but hopefully Respawn Entertainment has a nice long schedule of DLC planned for this game to help keep it relevant and fresh. I played SOCOM Confrontation and MAG on the PS3, and yeah, it was nice that it was online, but I'd like to have a single player component to fall back onto if you get bored with online. That's just not going to be available with Titanfall. The other issue I have, I don't have a problem with 6v6 competitive multiplayer, but these maps are really big, and that's understandable considering you got Titans running around everywhere. But even then, whether I was on foot or in a Titan, there's a couple of times where I was just basically in the middle of nowhere and there was nobody around. But it's okay, because when you do get everyone together, this is the type of action you can see. It's frantic, it's fast paced, and it hits you quick. But the issue I have with the multiplayer is, to sort of compensate for that 6v6, the small player count, they've added bots. And now I know bots are a heated debate right now amongst gamers, and I can understand why. I'm not a fan of the bots. First of all, they're offensively dumb. All they do is sit there and shoot in your general direction. They're not even a good shot. They're basically there for cannon fodder, because it takes 2 minutes for your Titan to drop. But if you get kills and you complete objectives, it actually reduces the timer. So you basically just farm these bots to get your Titan quicker. But it just sucks when, from a competitive standpoint, because like every person, when you play online, you want to battle the best people. You want to compete with the best players, human versus human. And it's unfortunate when you're in a game that's frantic, when you run around the corner, you get into a firefight and you bring somebody down and you realize, oh, it's just a bot. That sucks. It takes away from that, that competitive rush. And another thing is, when you do engage these bots, they're usually in a group of 3 or 4, and you start to attack them, and then you don't realize that there's a human player off to the side and they bring you down. So it's just really disappointing as far as from a competitive standpoint to have to deal with these bots that, like I said, they're extremely stupid and ineffective. But I do understand why they're there. A lot of people are asking the question, is Titanfall worth getting an Xbox One for? And I'll answer, if you like multiplayer, if you're looking for fun, frantic multiplayer, I gotta believe that this game is a reason to get an Xbox One. It's extremely fun, it's action packed, But if you're on the fence, waiting for a game that has more than multiplayer, looking for a rich single-player experience, I gotta say pass. This is just, it's unfortunate, but I mean, if you can get into the multiplayer side of things, you'll have a blast. It's totally worth it. But you know, like I said, I just hope Respawn Entertainment has a nice long list of DLC planned for this game. I could see 6v6 getting stale after a while. Hopefully they add some game modes that don't feature bots, or they can raise the player count. But overall, it's a very, very fun game. I enjoyed my time with it. I look forward to it at launch. I'm definitely going to pick it up day one. But if you've been in the Titanfall beta, let me know what you think. Comment in the comment box below. We want to know what your thoughts are. If you don't have an Xbox One, is this Titanfall, all this gameplay, is it making it more enticing for you to pick up an Xbox One? Let us know in the comments below. Titanfall drops March 11th on the Xbox One and March 25th on the Xbox 360. We'll have a thorough review shortly after launch, so stay tuned to Short Pause. I'm going to leave you with some more footage from the game mode Last Titan Standing. Have a good one, guys.